One moment, Mr. Washington.
Through the president, thank you for coming back up. But are you like an expert on the topic of? I mean, just kind of like you know a little bit about it, because I
can't promise that I'll be able to answer your question, but I certainly will listen.
Because I really hate hearing, breaks my heart to hear that anybody will be discriminated for jobs or housing.
Right.
But can you tell me the difference between sexual orientation and gender identity, possibly, if not, and what does expression actually mean?
Sure. Sexual orientation has to do with who we are attracted to. So that our preference in terms of sexual partners. You've heard a lot of debate about whether that's a choice or whether that's innate and born in us, and I'm not going to try to engage in that debate today. But sexual orientation simply...
I don't even want to debate, but does orientation relate to anything besides, you know, because sexual orientation, could it be orientated to other types like animals? When you say sexual, no, I'm asking a question. Sexual orientation in the DMS-4, which is a psychological book, it has sexual orientation, and it is not just limited to people. It's limited to, we have laws that have been passed in 3 states where they passed laws where sexual orientation has went to animals. And those laws have passed, and even in Egypt, they passed a law concerning being able to have sex. And these are real serious questions when you just say orientation, and we have to look, and I'm figuring. So even in Egypt, they recently passed a law where...
Ms. Dan, is there a question in there?
Yeah, I'm just saying...
Thank you.
Everybody said, I'm really serious. Do anybody else know that sexual orientation could be more than... Because we need to work with the language. Egypt, law, you can sleep with dead people. So this is legal in other places. And have you ever heard of orientation in other ways than just what you're saying now?
Mr. Bishop, and through your position to Ms. Daniels, that really is outside of my scope of expertise. I would tell you...
That's enough, please. Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
I would